Hi guys, it's Dayo again with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make flyer, a simple flyer using Pixel Lab. And yeah, for beginners, the first thing you're going to be doing is downloading Pixel Lab, then enter into Pixel Lab. Make sure your image size is 1280. It depends on the type of flyer you're making, but make sure it's under custom, and make sure it's 1280 by 1280. Then after confirming that, you go to your color. Make sure you change the color of your background to whatever color you prefer. I'm going with a white, but I'm going to be reducing the intensity of the whiteness to more like a light gray. So I'm going to be turning the white to be more like a lighter gray. So after turning it to be a gray color, um I'm going to be clicking on checking and on the I'm clicking on the import, then uploading a stock image. This stock image can be found on Pinterest. You can get this stock image for free in Pinterest. So after importing this stock image, then we are going to be removing the white background. So to remove the white background, you have to tap on the stock image. Make sure the stock image is tapped, and make sure the stock image is visible. But before then, I normally add my text and everything on my layers first before proceeding with removing of background, or proceeding with the rest of the design. So what I'm presently doing is I'm laying down all my write-ups and everything that I want to lay down on this particular any all the stuff that I want to display on this particular design. I do well to import them on different layers. As you can see, when you tap on the layer button at the top right corner, it's going to bring all the layers and show you all the layers you've already imported, you've already created. So I am trying to like write all the stuffs I need. Then I click on the eye icon to unsee and see. Whenever I want it to be visible, I tap on it. When I want to hide it, I tap on it. So you can tap on the eye icon to hide, and also to display. So after you're done importing everything and writing down everything, you can now start up with your stock photo. Go to erase color, then tap on enabled. So at this point is going to remove the white background, but for those who are having stock photos that are not white background, I'm going to be making a video on how to remove um those stock photos without white background. So yeah, so I decided to like add a little bit of shadows by the at the back, but it wasn't looking really good, so I had to leave it. Then proceed with the rest of the options I'm having. So I tend to change backgrounds to see what's how fine I removed the stock photo. As you can see, it wasn't really perfect because the stock photo was still having um, some whitish remains at the edge. So for it not to be visible, I had to like just use a white background to cover up the rough edge. So I'm still going to be dropping tutorials on how to remove backgrounds perfectly without edge, so rough edge. So what I did was I replaced some cutout area that was white and was and was affected, so I had to like replace it with a white color so as to make the photo look nice. So I had to also add shadow a little bit. I had to add a little bit of shadow for it to pop out, but I think I'm still going to change this on the way. So for now, let's just leave it with the shadow. Then, just in case you want to cut out something, you can use the erase option to cut out something, anything from your stock photo. So I decided to try out um, several stroke colors. So I still wasn't able to get the perfect stroke color, but I think I can go with the white. Is manageable. White is manageable for now, so I think I would go with my white color. So that means we are done with our stock photos for now. We are going to proceed with the rest of the fonts, with the rest of the um, text. So let's go to our layer and tap on the icon to make the rest of uh, the write-ups visible. You can tap on the eye icon to make the write-up visible, and you can tap on the lock icon to make the to lock the stock or to lock your text, so that you cannot shift it or to whatever place you want to shift it when you're working, so that it will not be shifted, or it will not be um, tampered whenever you're working. So I just adjusted my stock photos. I resized it to a my own comfortable size. So you can just drag the text wherever you want to place it. You can tap on the fonts to upload whatever font you want to use. I've made a tutorial already on how to import and how to download fonts. There are already default fonts. There are also um, fonts I imported from my phone. So there are default fonts, and there are also other fonts, additional fonts that you can use for your design. So I just choose a font that I think will go with this. Then I'm trying to look for the color. I changed the color to from gray color to black, so as to have a contrast between the background and the text. So I imported my logo. Then I wanted to like have my logo on this flyer, just to like indicate the brand. So I resized the logo and placed it at the center to make it align with everything I'm making. Then I went to the stroke. Then I clicked on the black color to give it a stroke. Then after I clicked on the stroke and made the stroke for my logo, I'm going to be proceeding with the rest of the fonts. So just carefully see how I put all these things together. You can slow down the video if you think it's fast. You can go through the options I click on, and you can just make sure you have fun with it. If you are following this video, if you are watching this video and you are making your flyer at the same time, you can slow down the video to see whatever I'm doing. As you can see, you can select a particular text that you want to change its font. So as you can see, I just selected social media, and I'm trying to change the social media font to be a totally different font from the rest of the I'm trying to change the font from the rest of the the actual sentence. So yes, I'm trying to select the perfect font for it, so as to just for stylistic purposes. I'm just to like, so as for the write up not to look flat, I'm trying to like just have an additional font just to make it look nice, but it's optional. Just do what you think it looks nice, and also will make the flyer look really presentable. So since I tried changing the social media font and it wasn't working, it wasn't looking really nice, I had to change the entire font size, or the font of the designs for brand and also the social media altogether, just to have a uniform and also contrast between the get quality and also the social media designs for the brand. Those two, um, I just want to like have those two fonts on the same sentence. So after then, I wanted to add a color to social media. So I went to the color section. I first toned the entire um I turned the entire sentence to a black color. Then I selected the social media word in particular. Then after I highlighted it, then I changed color the color of the social media. So this is the easier way to go about it. This, instead of writing social media differently then changing the color, you can just highlight the social media in the selection area, then you change the color of your text. So this is the exact thing I just did here. So after you're done with changing your color, you can just click on the check mark, then it's done. So after you're done, you can resize whatever way you want to resize, whatever way you think is presentable and it will go align with your design. Just do well to do that, and yeah, just have fun with making nice designs. I'm just giving you ideas on how to make simple designs like this. You can decide to go crazy when um, you are conversant with the tool and you know how to use this particular app. But for now, I'm just doing a beginner tutorial. I'm going to be going deeper on how to make designs like this in the future, so do well to stick around. You can go to align to make sure you align your text to. You can also click on justify to give your text and your sentence space. That's if it needs space, is going to justify and make everything align with your flyer, your design. So yeah, you can just use these tools to make very nice designs. So what I'm doing is I made the contact us visible, so as to start editing it as well. So um I went to color. I went to font, sorry, first. Then I changed the font of the contact us. Then After changing the font of the contact us, I changed the background of the contact us just for it to stand out and make it look nice. I'm just like making sure I give it emphasis. So contact us should really stand out on a design, because that's where mostly the emphasis are laid, because your your contacts should be one of the important things on the flyers. When there's no contact, there's no client. There's no way your client can contact you if your contacts are not visible. So make sure your contacts are very visible. You're very visible on the flyer so that your clients can reach you easily. So I'm trying to look for perfect font size to use and perfect fonts to use for this particular contact information. I just used a random digits to signify my phone number. This is not my real phone number. I'm just using some random digits just to signify it as my number. If this video was helpful thus far, you do well to give it a like, and also do well to subscribe as well. So we are done with our contact us fonts and the rest. All we need to do now is to add our social media icons. So you can just tap on import to import the icons if you have them on your phone, but for those that are not having them on the phone, you can just search on Google just to get them very easily. You can get them very easily on PNG tree. You can get them on other websites. So I just had to log in before I download this particular icon. So you can get them for free on various social. You can get them for free for on various websites. So yeah, I have gotten my um PNG of the social media icons. All we need to do is just to duplicate them and start cropping them one after the other. So you can just crop them, remove the Facebook, then you resize and you take it to where you want to take it. Then you go to the other one and also crop it. Then you resize, you crop and resize. That's what I am presently doing. Just keep on duplicating until you get the three icons. Then you can discard it if you want to. So I am presently going to still copy to get a duplicate of this particular icon. Then I'm going to also hide the icon, because I'm going to use it also for future designs. And on this particular flyer I'm going to still use it, so I had to just hide it to remove it from my space. So I am cropping this um WhatsApp icon. So we have gotten the three icons ready. What we are going to be doing is we are going to be resizing it to match the text, and also we are going to resize it to uniformly. I'm going to resize it uniformly to match both the three of them. So I don't want the sizes to vary. I just want it to be uniform. So if we are going for 5, let the rest of the icons be 5. If we are going for 3, if we are going for 7. So for this particular tutorial, we are going to go for the width will be 5, then the height will be 6 for 4. Let's just go with 5 4. Width should be 5, then the height should be 4. Then after I have resized, I can also tab on position to position my icons to wherever I want it to be. So make sure you give those icons space. So I'm going to be using the same size for the width and the height. I used the 5 4. I'm also going to use the 5 4 for Facebook as well. So just make sure they have uniform size and also uniform space. Just make sure everything is aligned with each other. So after aligning and resizing, I'm going to be merging the icons all together to be in the same layer. So I tap on the check mark and tap on the merge button to merge the icons all together. I have done a tutorial on how to merge um, icons or text or layers all together. I've done a tutorial already on that, so you can just go to my channel to check it out. So yeah, we are done and we've merged and aligned everything all together. What our design needs now is um, designs or information or details or texture on the background, but um some usually leave um their flyers flat and less detailed, but we can just proceed and see how we can have fun with this particular design. So I just decided to use the social media icons as a part of the background. So I just added it to the I just make sure I brought it at I just shifted it to the back of the stock photo, just to like make sure it stays at the back and becomes a background as well, part of the background as well. So I wanted to try out and boost, but it wasn't giving me what I wanted. So I even increased the bevel. It wasn't giving me what I wanted, so I just decided to like add a little bit of shadow. It was looking somehow, so I went to the opacity and reduced the opacity just for it not to be too shouty. So after I reduced the opacity, it's looking quite nice, and also looking part of the background. So yeah, I decided to just leave it that way and lock the icons over there. So there's something I want to do with the rest of the icons I've downloaded, and yeah, I wanted to like just crop them as well, remove them into pieces, then make it look like it's floating on the top of the phone. So yeah, I just wanted to like just get a little bit of concept using these icons, just scatter it around at the top of the phone, making it look like she's using different social media platforms on one phone, to interact and share her and advertise her brand and something like that. I'm just trying to like um, use it to convey a bit of information. So the next thing we're going to be adding is the paper texture of um for the background. So let's go to our Chrome and search for paper texture, paper cut background or paper texture background. Is going to bring out so many options for you. Just go and select anyone you think it will be convenient to use, or it will rhyme with what you are trying to achieve. So I'm going to look for the actual thing I am looking for, which is something squeezed. Yes, I'm trying to look for what will rhyme with what I'm making, the kind of design I'm making. So I am trying to look for something that will suit what I'm trying to work on. Yeah, I think I've found a similar background to use. I think this one will do. So I think that one will do. So I'm going to be downloading this particular background, and I'm going to be importing it back to my Pixel app.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you
So after downloading, I resized it and I took it to the last layer, which is the background layer. I reduced opacity, I reduced, then I locked the background. As you can see, it's really looking very nice, and it's blending all together with the icons I laid down. initially. So it's practically looking really nice um on everything is complementing each other. So I'm trying to like see how I can align the text to look very nice and professional. So I'm not trying to like achieve a highly professional flyer. I'm just trying to like show you how this tools of this software of this application works. So you can go advanced, you can work, you can look for more advanced projects to work on. But as you can see, you can use this application to do pretty much um, a lot of design work with it. So yeah, um just feel free to work on and explore so many tools that this particular app has. So what I'm trying to look for now is an additional vector background design or a shape design that will also complement this already made background that I laid down. I am trying to like look for something like this to also place by the sides to make it really look nice, like shapes really look nice on flyers. So yeah, I would really recommend you to download shapes like this and place it on your flyers as well. So after importing, you can just decide to resize and just place it where you want it to be. I'm going to be placing it by this side, and I'm going to be locking the layer. So I'm going to be trying trying the color filters to see whether other colors will fit in, but I think I'm going to be sticking with my blue color. I think it's going to really look nice, and is going to complement the entire flyer. So yeah, if you have any question regards to this particular tutorial, do well to drop your questions and your tutorial request in the comment section. If you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe, and if you have any question, just feel free to contact me in my social media platform, and also do well to indicate that you are a new subscriber in the comment section as well. I'm going to welcome you specially, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Peace.